The Blue Jays, and they lost the series set 2-1, the home set at least. Uh, all three games were pretty rough, to be honest, hitting wise. We didn't put any runs across the board in all three games, which is really disappointing. Pretty sure it was 3 runs, 2 runs, and then 1 run. I mean, that's just awful, especially since we're healthy now. We have Badu back, we have Hill back. All of our stars are playing. We're not really missing anyone big on the bats besides like Jake Rogers or that's literally it. So I don't know why we can't get runs across the board, but yeah, very frustrating game to watch. The umpire was pretty rough on both sides to our team and the other one. I think he was just calling a lot of balls that were, or a lot of strikes. He was calling balls, and a lot of balls he was calling strikes for both teams. So I don't really think that's the reason why we lost, but it was a tough watch today because your guy would make a good pitch and you wouldn't get rewarded. They would make a bad pitch and they would get rewarded, and it's like that's not the way baseball is supposed to be played. So I'm excited to see the umpire card for the home plate ump after this. So, but let's get into the predictions. So I was pretty spot on with some of the predictions today. I said Victor Reyes would get at least 2 hits. That's exactly what he did. I said 2 doubles, only 1 double and 1 single. A great game from Victor. Grossman was a decent prediction. Again, 1 for 4 today, but he had the double that gave us our only run, but then he screwed it up by getting out on a routine ground ball to the pitcher, and he threw back to second and got Grossman. So that kind of ruined the game for us there, ruined our momentum. But he still got us there in the first place, so good job to him. The next prediction I made was Bichette. I was spot on with Bichette, 3 for 4 today. He hit a home run. That was a pretty good. I mean, it's not like a bold prediction because Bichette's a great player, but pretty crazy to see the game. He really, really went off. So I also said Barrios was going to dominate us. Also obvious. 7 innings, 6 hits, 11 strikeouts. That's a pure dominant line. He every time he got in trouble, he would paint, and he would get right out of the trouble, and it was really frustrating to watch at times. So something I do not get is why Zach Short was ever pinch hit for. He did walk. That was a horrible strike 2 on Short. It was completely out of the zone. He should have walked. There was 3 balls, but the umpire is just, like I said, he was brutal tonight. So Short popped out on the next pitch. So that kind of ended the ninth inning rally. So I don't know why you pinch hit for him in the first place. I guess we were looking for a game-tying homer, but I'd much rather have Castro bat and get some runners on base, especially since they weren't using Romano. Yeah, they were using Mazza, so I definitely think we could have got a rally going if Harold were able to get his at-bat in and get on base, but of course, Zach Short needed to be used, so Haas pinch hit for Garneau, and he got a single, and that was in the bottom of the ninth, but then Reyes grounded out and ended the game, so that's about all about with the game. I mean, it was really frustrating. Derek Holland pitched 2 really good innings. He did give up a lot of base runners, but he got a lot of good ground balls. And Cisnero pitched great. Jason Foley pitched great. 2 walks, which is a problem, but I really like his stuff. Joey Jimenez had a solid inning. There was like a 4 or 5 minute rain delay that the Blue Jays were complaining it was going to throw off Barrios, which was ridiculous because it's just like having a long inning. It's just as if they were to get a couple guys on base, score a couple runs. Like, there's plenty of 30-minute innings. Like, there was no need to have that complaining. Barrios came out and still dominated us. Like, I'm pretty sure we all figured he was still going to come out and dominate us. But, yeah, this game definitely could have been won, same as yesterday's. These are the type of games that you need to be able to win if you want to be a playoff team. And, of course, we're not that this year, so hopefully next year we'll be winning these types of games. But when we have guys pitching like Boyd, Jimenez, Foley, Cisnero, and Holland, none of those guys are good pitchers besides Boyd. And you only give up 2 runs, or Cisnero's good too. You only give up 2 runs, you have to win that game. I mean, I know Barrios is on the other end of the mound, but the weak part about the Blue Jays is that bullpen. Like Simber sucks. Scope is 4 for 4, or was 4 for 4 against him in his career, and he swung on a pitch that just wasn't. It was a good pitch by the pitcher, just wasn't a good pitch to swing at for a hitter, and he drove it, but he couldn't really get solid contact on it, so it was just a pop fly. I don't think our attacks against the pitchers were correct today, but let's move on to the Twins series tomorrow. Another day game at 2 o'clock home, and then we have a 3-game set against Oakland at home, and then we go on to Cincinnati. So I will be back tomorrow for the pregame and the postgame.